You know, I miss the days when games came with booklets. So, Remember Me came out today, at least where I am. I don't know about everybody else. And this is just going to be a first impressions video so far. I've been playing about a couple of hours so far, and I am enjoying it for the most part. I am certainly finding the story interesting, and the idea of changing people's memories, really, which I've only really done once so far. But overall, I'm enjoying it. A lot of the gameplay elements, though. Okay, so as everybody knows so far, at least from everything that we've heard, the combat mechanic in this game is kind of taken from the Batman Arkham games, and a lot of the platforming and such is kind of taken from every other platforming game, namely games like the Uncharted series. Problem is, a lot of the combat for me doesn't feel as refined. It feels a little bit like, for those people who played the later Mortal Kombat games, i.e. Deadly Alliance and so on, it feels like there is a bad delay between performing an action and then your character on screen doing it. So trying to perform the correct combos that you're supposed to do, that are supposed to chain your combo, becomes rather annoying because of the fact that there's this odd delay between controller and game, that you fail a lot of the time when you're trying to perform a combo. And I only have the 2 combo setups right now. I have a 3-hit combo, and I'm supposed to have a 5-hit, but it says I can only have a 4, because those are the only amount of buttons I mean, I actually do have a 5 now with everything else that I've unlocked. But because of the odd delay, I can never fully perform it properly. Now, that being said, I am finding a lot more of the combat with a few of the other things that I unlocked. Namely, my first, I forget what it's called, but it's an ability where everything kind of slows down and you speed up, and instead of performing combos, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. You can, hit the square or the triangle button as many times as you want, and you'll just perform these powerful attacks that will kill your enemies within a single combo. And I really like that. But a lot of these combos, and sometimes a lot of when you get into fights, it feels kind of tedious at first. And it doesn't really feel exciting. And yeah, it's the start of the game, so can't really fault it for that. But other games have kind of done this better. They've introduced this interesting combat mechanic, and they utilized it better, and they were able to make it fast and efficient and fun. This, so far for the starter, didn't feel fun. It felt very annoying. It felt very unrefined. But this is only after the first couple of hours of playing. I will still keep playing the game. I mean, I bought it, so I have to keep playing. I would have tried to see about trying to rent a copy, but I wouldn't have been surprised if I would have been able to find one. So. But yeah, finding the story very interesting. The idea of memories being both an addiction and a need, and something that is obviously just very important. And some of the characters, one character in particular kind of bothered me and made me go, stereotypical black guy in a video game. We just can't escape that, can we? But, it's Capcom. Of course, I'm still wondering, though, I don't think Capcom is the developer, though. I think it's Dontnod is the developer, and Capcom's the publisher, even though, of course, their name is right on the front of the box, and Dontnod's is on the back of the box. Because, well, that's how it goes with big name companies. I mean, does anybody remember when Mind Jack came out and all the blame for that game being shitty went on to Square Enix? Despite the fact that Square Enix was the publisher on that game. They weren't the developer, but you can't blame them because their name was on the front of the fucking box. Anyway. First impressions of Remember Me, it's okay so far. I am enjoying it, and I will keep playing it. For the most part, though, I would also like to know what are some other people's impressions so far. Another weird thing, I'm running into a lot of the moments where the music overlaps the dialogue. And I turned down the music, and it's still too loud. I even turned on the subtitles, just in case. And then I'm running into an odd problem where after a character finishes talking, the subtitle won't come up until about a second later. I don't know, maybe that's just me, and maybe it's the fact that I'm playing it on PlayStation. I don't know. It's just weird. But, it's a first day launch of a game. Anyway, I haven't run into any serious bugs or any serious glitches or anything like that. Game isn't crashed. I'm not playing it online. It did have to install when I first got it. And that's still kind of tedious. Thankfully, it only took about a few minutes, and I had my iPod on hand. So yeah, Remember Me first impressions. It's pretty good. I think the combat could be a little bit better, and who knows, maybe it will get better as the game goes on, and maybe I'll start loving it. And, opinions on things can change over time. Anyway, Remember Me. See you later.